Okay, graphing piecewise functions. There's two ways that you can approach this. One is to make tables for each one. So on the first one, the red one. So f of x is made up of two pieces. When x is less than -4, it does one thing. When it's greater than or equal to -4, it does another. So I'm going to pick some number starting at -4 and then less than -4. So -5, -6. 3 is a good number. So -4, half of -4 is -2. -2 plus 2 is 0. So again, I did half of -4 plus a 2 and got 0. Half of -5 is -2.5 plus 2 would be -half. Half of -6 is -3 plus 2 would be -1. So there's my red one. The green one starts at -4 and y is always equal to 3. So any number greater than -4, it's always 3. Again, that's that constant function. Now, I have -4 in each one, but -4 is really part of this graph. So this is going to be a colored in circle, where this one's going to be an open one. Okay, so I'm going to go to -4, 0, -5, -half, -6, -1. I can see that's the way my graph's going. For the green one, it would be -4, 3 with a closed-in circle. Oh, right, this was supposed to be open. This was an open circle. We need it to stay a function. And then the green one is just going to go 3 all the way across. So that's the piecewise function. It's still a function because this line, this point is part of -4, but not this one. Okay? The other way to do it is to just see what's happening at that endpoint. So half x plus 2, here's 2, and half would be down 1 and 2 to the left. And there's your line. But we only want it for less than -4. So I'm going to go back to this point here. I'm going to make that an open circle. And that's that part of the graph. And then right at -4 itself, it's equal to 3. And then you know that if this is 3, you just get a horizontal line. Here's another example. So the blue graph. If I do the charts, I'm going to have 1, anything less than 1, 0, -1, and so on. And this will be the closed circle this time, because it has included. So 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. 1, -1, -2 plus 1 is -1. So there's my blue graph. 1, 3 with a closed circle. 0, 1. -1, -1. And so I'm only doing this side. And then for the red one, I'm going to start at 1, but greater than 1, open circle. 2, 3. So 4 minus 1 is 3. 4 minus 2 is 2. 4 minus 3 is 1. So 1, 3. It was open, but it's already been filled in by this one. So it's just going to be part of that graph. 2, 2, 3, 1, and so on. And there's that graph. So sometimes you can't tell which point this belongs to. We know by looking at the function that it was part of the blue one, but there's no break in the graph there. If you were doing that one the other way, so 2x plus 1, there's 1. My slope is up 2 to the right 1, or down and to the left. But I only want the part less than or equal to 1, and with a closed-in circle. So I'm going to erase this point. I'm just going to join that part. And then for the red one, at 1 itself, 4 minus 1 is 3. So 1, 3. Again, that point's already been colored in. My y-intercept is 4, and my slope is -1. So just from here, do a slope of -1. I was at this point, slope of -1, -1, -1. And there it is.